Yo, 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 King Earner coming to you guys live and direct. First and foremost, follow me at King Earner 1 and click that link to get that Size Pilot Sea Moss Gold Gel. We have the raw from today till Sunday at midnight, which will be Monday. We have $5 bags. We want to have $24, $100 or $80, something that I'm going to figure out where I can give back to the people. $5 bags so people that don't have it, that can't afford it, can get it. You might not get it. This is for one serving, 2 people, honestly. You can get 2 servings out of this. That means 2 nice 8-ounce cups of sea moss, rather it's raw or, you know, because you want to add water to it, right? You want to sit this in a big bowl, a pot, very big, so it can expand as much as possible for 24 hours, and then you want to put it in your blender, gel it up, and it's not going to be a lot of gel because it's 1 or 2 servings here. That's all it is. I'm selling it for $5. Others sell it for $10. I have the gel. You know how much the gel is? 64 ounces for $50. People have 16 ounces for $50. People have 32 ounces for $50. King Earner has 64 ounces, and guess what? As of today, I'm keeping that like that. That sale will remain forever. But I want for people to understand that this is 92 of that 102 minerals that your body is made of. And mixing it with kale or your favorite fruit is good for you. You make smoothies out of it. I want to do a nice tutorial video this week and showing you guys. I just want y'all to know when I'm home, like I'm home right now. When I'm home, it's hard for me to do videos. I got the wife, I got the kids, everybody running around, daddy, ah. So it's like it's hectic. So excuse me, but whenever I can, and I'm alone or I'm in the city, I'll do as many videos as I can, but home is for the family. Now, I want to speak on No Breaks Bras right now. Everybody is saying No Break Bras is a rat. That's not true. Unlike a lot of these guys, I've been in the court. Might have missed a few days, but for the most part, I'm there paying attention to the trial, listening, mainly because I know that these individuals are not guilty. I know this for a fact. The reason why I say I know it for a fact is because when you have an individual say, I've been stopped doing that, because, you know, when you deal with people, you're like, yo, you know, I like the music. I like what you're doing. I hear what you're rapping about. That's old. Yes, that is old. It's over this many years. This is what we're doing right now, bro. This is the positivity I'm adding. I just got signed. My video just gave me this. And, you know, I've heard these positive things and these successful things that these brothers have been doing for years. But nonetheless, not to get off the subject, Bras did not tell. Bras got arrested by the government, and when he got arrested by the government, he was bitten. He joked around too much with them. He never answered any questions about their case. He never answered any questions about it. They said thanks to him, and he kindly gave them the truth. I sell t-shirts. Why do you guys want to make me more than that? I sell t-shirts. And what people don't understand is that you have some individuals that may have been in prison at a time or another, and honestly, they know how to joke, they know how to bid without incriminating themselves. And as far as what I've seen, what I heard, I didn't hear anything incriminating. I feel as though that if you joke or if you bid or if you talk, period, like if you have a conversation, anything with them, those words can get twisted up. They can take those words. That's why it says, you know, you have a right to an attorney. You have a right to keep silent. You have that right. We don't want to go into telling children that have nothing to do with the streets or people that are civilians what not to say when they get arrested. Because honestly, the community isn't set in place for people to kind of help them out and say, listen, no, don't go to the police. We got it. Don't you say nothing to this old lady. Leave this old man alone. Hey, the sister don't want to talk to you. Stop whistling at her. Brother, she's feeling like she's aggressively. You know, these type of things aren't in place. So you can't tell these civilians not to go to the police. Bras gave a bad example, what I would say. When I say a bad example, he gave a bad example of what you should do when you get arrested. I can say that, you know, because you have a right to remain silent. That doesn't mean joke. That doesn't mean play. That doesn't mean get in the way of joking. It's not a joking matter. Your life is on the line and you have people lying on you. And there's some serious things that was said in this case about Muslims. Muslims that people love, Muslims that people honor. And a lot of people don't understand. We could be in a trial sitting and hearing this nonsense, and it just bothers us because it's like, damn, man, it's not the truth, man. The jurors don't even get a chance to find out the truth about anything these days because you'll have a guy that's put there on the stand to make up lies on individuals. Braz is not a witness in this case. Braz is a defendant in this case. He has co-defendants in this case, and every last co-defendant that really know each other, the people that really know each other. I don't know about this obsessed fan that got on the stand that got Taz. I don't know about him. I feel as though he's a big liar. He's an obsessed fan that, you know, wanted to get close to Ab and, you know, wanted music features. You know, these guys, man, that's how they come. And he just wants to tell a bunch of lies to kind of get out of things that he done that was dishonorable to good people, especially Muslims. See, it's always that kafir. It's always that kuffar that finds a way to cause some type of, how can I say it, some type of quarrel, some type of fitna among Muslims. If you think that I was going to believe that man on the stand over anything that a Muslim brother tell me, then you're wrong. I'm not. There's no way I can, man. There's no way that I will ever take the word of one, first of all, who done the type of crimes that he done to the people he done it to. You think I'm going to take his word? No, 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 no. We'll never find out the truth, because the truth in hand is that he done whatever that he said he done, but he didn't do it on the strength of no one else. He done it on his own strength, or else he wouldn't be up there saying the things that he said. That's the only person that I've seen that had something negative to say. You know, of course, the police, they have, you know, things that they're going to say because they have a job. Their job is to listen to the lies all the way. You went from negativity. You're not in the streets no more. You used to be in the streets over 10 and 20 years ago, and you rap about the streets. Then to a cop, to any white man who was opposed to our culture, you're guilty. That's just it. Again, I have to repeat, Braz is not a witness on this case. He's a defendant on the case. He is not a snitch on the case. He is not a person who gave a statement and saying, I done this, you know, they done this or they done that. No, it's called bidding, and bidding can take too long. An hour is too long. I agree to bid with anybody. No, we don't converse with them. We wait silently. Everything is not jokingly. You put your head down. But what I did learn in that courtroom is that honestly, from what Braz's lawyer pointed out, Braz done some things and said some things that put him in a position of, I don't know, deeper than anything, because he admitted to what he done. And you know what he said he done? He sells shirts. And you know what the government attested to? They even got on the stand and said it, that they watched him sell shirts. So when everybody is saying, oh, Braz told, honestly, why are you guys saying that? What did he tell on? These brothers is innocent. No one has a story to tell on another that's amongst them. All they can tell you is that they were signed to Video. They made some big money decisions with the money that they made off of YouTube, the hundreds of thousands of dollars. See the views and know, anybody who watches YouTube will know Ab been continuously earning off of YouTube. I have a proof to that. And I know he also earned off a lot of features. Yes, indeed. Yes, I know that for a fact also. You know why I have answered some of the DMs of his. Yes, where people want to give him lump sums of money to do a song with them. If you don't know, that's where a lot of artists make their money. So at the end of the day, man, y'all got to stop listening to the lies. These other guys that are making these videos, they're not in the courtroom. I guess they're taking a report. They might have someone that's taking a report or something and telling them things that happened or whatever the case may be. But when it comes from King Erna, there will be no lies about this. There will be no disrespect. There will be no us believing what some guy that's an Accept fan say. You're not going to get me to believe that. Now, I want to say to the youngins, when you get arrested, your job is to do what? Shut up. Right. Because you're innocent, right? So you get arrested and you get to talking and running your goddamn mouth. They take your words and they'll make you something that you didn't tell them that you were. So just shut the hell up. Number one, what I would love for y'all to do is come away from the streets. It's so much money in selling legal things. Like you can sell oil right now, man. Legal oil, they got to sit and make a nice bankroll. I know a lot of Muslim brothers, some of them make up to $1,000 a day doing this, man. Legally. Some of them selling turtles. Some of them doing things. But at the end of the day, you got to honor that. They're not taking that chance to do anything negative. Do you know for years, there are a lot of different black men, there are a lot of brothers that may struggle and never touch a drug. Never. Not everybody. Listen to me. Not everybody can get the views like Ab get. So some of you youngins are thinking, oh man, I don't know, he wasn't son, he was in the streets. Don't you believe it, man? Don't you believe it? If that bull was in the streets, man, talking the number they said, y'all know Ab, he'd have stunned on your asses. He'd have came down the street in a limo Benz backwards. No, he was a father to his children and a husband to his wife. Can y'all please stop the lies? Can y'all please stop taking the music as something that he done negative? Come on, we understand in Islam, music to a certain degree is a sin. You hear where I'm coming from? But when you're coming away like how he came away from the streets years ago, he took those 2 years. He took those years when he went to boot camp. And he done his time. And guess what? I respect him. I honor him because a lot of these children, a lot of people wouldn't be doing the right thing if it wasn't for him. You know how many city rappers saw how big? Next up was Ab for years. Even when he took off and was arrested and lied on prior to this. And he came home from prison. He still was up next. You notice that about him? You can't take that away from him. Ab is always in position as an artist to be up next. You know why? He spit the reality about our culture, about the things that happen in our communities that we see every day and every night. Let's start understanding the music. Parents, let's start telling our children when they listen to the music, listen, you see them brothers? This is what they've done ages ago. They're giving you and spreading light on it, right? So you can get an understanding. You might jig to the beat because the beat and the rhyme sound good, but that's what entertainment does. But at the end of the day, these brothers aren't telling you to do these things. These music videos are actually an understanding of reality that a parent should be able to tell their child and tell their child not to follow any type of negativity. But go ahead and bob your head, son, because that beat and the way he rocking and the way how it sound, that 16, the delivery and everything is based off of entertainment. If so, guess what? You would have heard more about all of this social media nonsense. You heard very little about that in the trial. Yeah, they mentioned it, and the lawyers, one in particular, I like how he comes off, that Ortiz. He said, did you guys take a picture and you say something that a lyric says on the caption, it says click the link in the bio. Did you manage to click the link in the bio? Because if you did, you will see that those very words that are there are words that are being promoted because of that link in the bio, the entertainment part of it. in a few days, our brothers, for some of you guys, your idol, for some of you guys, the people you look up to get that raw music that you know have at one time in their life seen that in their community, whether it was them watching it on the news or just seeing somebody run by bleeding to death. We are able to speak on what we've seen growing up as children. So tune in, youngins, and don't stop. You know why? Because not everybody can be LeBron James. Not everybody can grab that golf club and, you know, hit an honorable situation and make the hole in the hole or whatever lingo it is. And not everybody can be a doctor. And not everybody can be a lawyer. But you got your Jay-Z's that you can see. And I don't want to mention that guy because he's a rat lover. But you got your Jay-Z's that lived in the streets, stopped dealing with drugs and stuff as a kid. He rapped about it and said it. And it was in his music. But of course, we know Jay-Z didn't do none of these things. Huh? Come on, you understand. You got your Nas's. Nas talk about shooting and all type of things. And you know Nas didn't shoot or hurt nobody. You see? Stop categorizing our people based off of what they're saying the entertainment is wrong off of. We got to start building. We got to start allowing our children to know the truth. We got to start teaching our children to shut up, because we started getting an understanding from the Honor Your Life campaign that as well as you got individuals that are dying, you got individuals that are going to jail. And in between that, a parent is being hurt. A mother is crying, a grandmother is hurt by both of these individuals in the wrong things that may have caused them to go to the ground. But some of them are catching straight bullets because these suckers don't have enough honor to keep their dishonor amongst one another. You got a problem, you figure out how you can walk up and harm that individual, not shoot in a crowd of people where kids are at, innocent older people that can't even get out of the way. That's ignorant, that's stupid. But what do? Do we ridicule these people? Do we ridicule the shooter? Do we ridicule the person that got killed? After all of this has been done, no, we begin to teach. We sit down. They say, King Erna, we need you on the news. I said, what if the news is playing me? Something is wrong. You know why? Contrary to popular belief, the news is one of the most dishonorable things. The news is what made me look at Malcolm X as a bad guy, because the news, the people that's behind it, are against our culture. These channels that we watch, the NBC, the ABCs, are responsible for the Bill Cosbys that are locked away for individuals saying that they supposed to gave them some medication or touched them over 30 and 40 years ago. But because these individuals step up, they take over these things, have our people in control of the news and these channels, they put them in prison or they give them a sickness that gets them out of here. I'm King Erna from the Honor Your Life campaign. I'm not moved off of fear, because I only fear a law. But what I do fear is that our youth will begin to make bad mistakes and decisions, like continually getting locked up for a homicide and signing off to a life sentence, all because they don't want to get a death sentence, not understanding that that death thing is going to be out of here in Pennsylvania. Yeah, Krasner has spoke on it. There are a lot of individuals like Skag Murphy that's back there for close to 40 years and didn't do the crime that they say. But because this Rodney King, this district attorney, look him up, Rodney King was taking and locking up dope fiends and locking them in hotels and giving them drugs and saying, I need you, if you want another bag of this dope, to make sure tomorrow you get on the stand against Skag Murphy. You get on the stand against Honorable Ford, Honorable Hoppo. You get on the stand against these good men and put them away. And guess what? you can continue to get your drug, and everybody understands and knows that heroin was put amongst our people for us to fail. We needed something to grab our minds, and they gave us heroin to do so. But they've been giving it to the soldiers over in the Vietnam. They wanted them to bring back a lot of different things to give to our people specifically. We could be all day and we can be all night. But I want the youngest to understand that we're going to stop falling into that trap. We're going to stop using the term rat. You know what we're going to call these kittens? We're going to call these kittens government informants. The government, Ortiz the lawyer, he said it the other day. The government cooperators. That's what they are. It's more of dishonor than even calling them a rat. You know why? Because what's more despicable than someone who is looking to be a William O'Neill, looking to bring their people down, all because of wrong that they done. This is what Stop Recycling Crime teaches our children. It's your child that's walking up to the corner in the morning time on his way to school that got the $2, and he's seeing this guy with the big Benz or the chain going in the store, pouring out his whole mitt, and he may turn around and give your son $40 to $50, and your son may look at him as an idol, and you're at work 16, 12 hours a day, busting your behind. But because they don't see you that much, and they don't have no one to look up to, because the father has rolled or the mother has rolled, whatever, one of them is gone and they're looking for some closure, they'll turn to the streets quicker. And guess what happened? That quote-unquote OG that used to feed the whole family back in the day, that'd get a young boy and teach him how to hustle and say, yo, youngin, invest that money, man. It's not our lifestyle, man. We want better for our people and our children. You're done with this drug stuff. Let's go legal. Let me show you this. There's an OG that's different in these times. That's going to get your child and tell him, let me show you this. And when he's jammed up, he didn't got caught slipping on the phone, selling drugs. He didn't got caught doing something negative. He's going to lock your son up. So that guy that your son looked up, he's going to find out of nowhere that the OG is a pure rat. And guess what, though? Hold on. Your son's going to feel obligated to follow that rat. All because, guess what? You didn't tell him. You didn't give him the Bronx Tale story about how it's only seasonal in these times. How it's only going to last a short bit of time. The money ain't going to keep coming in. Somehow, some way, it's going to fall apart. And you, too, are going to be in front of a jury or in front of a judge with your life on the line. All because you couldn't be patient. We have to learn to be patient. We have to learn to find things to tell our children what to do, because while you're doing that 16 busting your behind, thinking that your child should be thankful and looking up to you, that rat is whispering into his ear 24/7. Do this, youngin, do that, only to make him a part of that recycling crime. Stop Recycling Crime has 2 sections. Section A is for the one who is dishonorable amongst the people. He falls into the trap of being an individual who is an informant, who is in CI, and he's continuing doing these wrong, negative things. He's noticing that it gets him out of jail, though. He'll go in for a day and he'll come right out. Or they'll let him go in order if he tell them Slow Joe from Idaho somewhere. You hear me? And that crime keeps getting recycled because every person that they get based off of that informant telling on that person is all a part of the recycle. Boom, boom, boom. Don't you think these people are going to come home with more of a mentality of, I'm untouchable, I can do me and just tell? Where's the honor in that? Then you have Section B, which should be installed to everyone who is leaving prison, who should be installed to everyone while they're in prison that may have 20, 30 years. I don't care if you got a week in there. We need a program that speaks honor to the people to give them an understanding that that you can rebuild what you once destroyed. Yeah, that very thing that you was doing, that very understanding of promoting the negativity to shoot them up, bang, bang stories, and youngin' on how I stood sturdy and all of that, has no never mind when it's not being taught to rebuild what you once destroyed. It has to be taught. We have to be the ones that say, nah, youngin', I used to do that when I was that age. It won't work out. It's a brick wall. You just can't see it. Youngin', it's too high. You're paying too much. You got no room to make no money. So why even indulge? What you gonna do? Let one of these cartels, because they have cartels that have rats also. For the most part, a lot of them stand sturdy, but hey, why do you think there be beheadings and things of that nature? Because they're all continuing a war amongst themselves, and that's another thing. Don't harm a rat. I hope you're not thinking that, oh, youngin', let's get it clear. Don't you shoot this rat. Don't you stab that rat. Don't you even antagonize that rat. You know what you do? You do the right thing in life. And guess what? Allah will see fit that that rat will be stressed out looking at you doing positive things when that kitten got to wake up every morning and try to figure out who he can lock up because he has become a slave for the government. Don't you understand that violence won't help it, youngin'? No. That's not what the Honor Your Life campaign teaches. We kill them with success. We do not kill nobody with violence. It's over with. It has no benefit. The only thing that you can do violent is defend yourself if someone is trying to hurt you. And believe me, government see you doing the right thing, they're going to call their pit bulls off of you. Oh, yeah, I've been through it all. I've been through the, hey, you want this? Hey, you want that? And 6 months down the line, I see like, wow, I'm glad I didn't take this or that, because that rat'll be cuffed and stuffed. And Slow Joe from Idaho will be talking about how, oh my gosh, the guy was this, that, and the third. And I'll be like, damn it, I am so honored that I have CMOS. I am so thankful that this CMOS has touched my cells and cleansed my mindset to the point that I don't think violent. I think killing with success. I think positivity. I think if the higher I go, the more positive things he see I'm doing, that rat heart is destroyed. That rat is, oh my gosh. Look, I locked him up. I sent him to jail forever. He done day for day and came home and he won't even look at a drug. He won't even think of negativity. You know why? Because he has that understanding that there is no honor in the streets anymore. He has that understanding that he will be locked up. He look at those brothers that's on trial now and say, wow, the lies, the lies, the lies. If you even kick it with people who look up to you and are really jealous. Did you see the movie Selena? How far that lady went to get her out of the way? And acting like she wanted to help her. This is a sick world we're living in. And all I can do under my teachers is teach the youngest to do something positive and not, I repeat, fall into the trap of harming somebody that got you locked up before. You get as far as away from that type of nonsense and you never look at it again. Even when you see it, you smile at that rat. Look at you. You have to continue to be playing ball in the streets. And here it is. I'm allowed to pull up to this store or whatever and see you and smile, rat. Because guess what? I am no longer controlled by negativity. I don't have to get you out of the way. I don't have to put everybody on to you because they all know. They choose to honor that type of lifestyle, that mindset. You want to play ball in these times? You're going to be amongst rats. You're going to be amongst individuals that are wishing to bring you down based off of negativity. But you got to keep working that little 9 to 5. Yeah, they're only paying a little bit of money. But you need it. So you need to keep it because it's a guaranteed check. And guess what? Nobody can take that guaranteed check for you because you're going to have bills that's guaranteed that need to be paid. I'm King Earner from the Honor Your Life campaign. If you can't understand the honor and the rawness of what I'm saying, then you're missing it, not me. I'm on point. I'm doing the right thing. I know how to say no to drugs. I know how to not take those drugs and try to figure out how I'm going to continue to flip something that has no honor to it no more. I know that I could do a 9 to 5 if I don't sell CMOS. I know how to create or earn and go to the schools and let the youngest know. I know I've done it for 2 years straight. You didn't know that about King Earner. You didn't know I was honored amongst the schools and the youngest that one time had a negative mindset about hurting individuals, or the ones that say, I love King Earner because he's teaching you not to fall in the trap of negativity and not be controlled by what you once had at a time. And that was anger. Live with success and smile. And don't let no informant take you out of here because you feel like the bills are too big. Them bills ain't too big because you can get on that phone and ask, is it possible that I can get a late fee? I'll pay the fee, but this won't be coming until next week. Or you can pick up the phone and ask a friend, man, let me hold a couple hours, man. Something, man, come on, man, please, man. Yeah, don't have no pride, because if you do, you'll pick it up and you'll get the, what you think you call getting a dollar, and you'll be locked up and your family will be like, guess what, baby? We don't know what made you do that, because now there's really no money for commissary or nothing. If it wasn't no money out here and you was struggling trying to get the coin, don't you understand it ain't going to be no money in there neither? It's going to actually be a tad bit worse. You need a lawyer. You need to eat. Come on, youngins, where y'all at? Get in them comments and let them know how you feel about me, man. If you love what I do, because I cherish and I love and I honor what I do. Everybody want to go to the city and figure out how they can catch their earn. When I created the earn and said, you know what I'll do? I'll just honor the children with the activities grant and back all the way up and continue to give out my pocket. 65 speakers, free food in the schools, a year straight for free. After that, I went from $75 to $150 an hour. And guess what? When my goal was accomplished, when I found out it was 200 and something children that was going back to school, that was getting reinstalled back in the public system, when they said it wasn't going to happen, but my program was a part of helping that, I said, I've accomplished things. I need to go back raw to the streets and give it to them. And here it is. I am live and direct. Tune all the way in. Click the link in the descriptions. Follow me at King Earner 1 on Instagram. Get down with the honor, because it's being restored. And it's not being stored based off of negativity. It's being restored based off of pure honor. Live and direct. Free the men and anybody else that changed their lives and that's caught up in the system, man. Guess what? You're going to be the example that make that next youngin say, I ain't going to do it. I'm going to follow what so-and-so done when he came home. Live and direct.